Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Farm. Thinking right out here in the lab, putting in work. Why I do what I do for you. I got a nice lesson for you again. Listen to my dude, Saudi Guru. He got me off on a rabbit hole. We suffer from our memory and our imagination. I'm listening to him. I took the idea, I wrote it down. I got home, I'm like, what I'm supposed to do with this? So I put something together to see if I can make this thing work. I want to let you know I had a good idea in the beginning. I don't know what it is now, so let's see what we work out with. All right, right, this is 24 Rule to Live By. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this. Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you're not an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and think and believe they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. Add to. My God, be true. Right thinkers, we suffer from our memory and imagination. It's all mental. First Hermetic law principle is law. The universe is mental, all mind. You suffer because you desire. What you mean? No, because you have memory and you have imagination. When you learn to master this, and that's the way to end your suffering. When you learn how to control one's memory and your imagination, you will no longer desire for the past or the future, and you will no longer suffer from your own memory and your own imagination. I'm trying to figure this thing out. He put it a whole other way. I messed this all up already. But I got it when he was saying it. It made a lot of sense. I'm on my own now. All right. Right thinking philosophy goal is to teach you how to master what? Thinking. Right thinking. Never worry about the past. First law of right thinking. Ain't nothing you can do about the past. It's over. Let it go. Some people dwell on it and they suffer. What? Because they still worried about the past. They carrying that luggage. I got you, Saudi. I'm getting on. I'm about to get there. I'm figuring it out as I go. But if you live in your past, your imagination gonna creep in. Why? Because it's gonna try to console you and give you a better provision, a better concept, a better outlook. So now, but if you living in your imagination state of mind, you're worrying about something that haven't happened yet. It might not happen, but you still find time to worry and suffer over something that yet to happen. That's imagination taking control and playing with you. Okay? I no longer suffer from my memory, aka past, or my future imagination. I live in the present. That's God's gift. The present is the gift of life, to live in it, not to get caught up in the past, not to concern yourself about the future. You got to learn that, and that's a beautiful thing. It seems simple, but it's hard to do. Trust me, that's what a lot of people don't. Okay? All right, here we go. I can explain it to you, make it real sound simple, but it ain't easy to do. You suffer from your past experiences that your memory plays tricks on you about when you decide to take that trip down memory lane. Sometimes you want me to go there, I'll go there, but it don't care. Your memory don't give a damn. It don't know this. Nah, it's do what it does. So you get caught up in that, and that's a you problem. Because if you're stuck on what already happened in your life, that's a you problem. You got to get past that. You got to be better than that. But a lot of us stuck on stupid, so to speak. I still talk to a brother, still tell me stories about 30, 40 years ago. Moving on. That's so annoying. What happened 10 days ago or what happened 10 years ago? Guess what? They both equal to nothing. Why? Can't they can do anything about neither one of them? They're gone. It's over. That's why. So for you to harbor the memories don't help you one bit. The purpose for me to meditating is to flush out some of the bad memories, some of the whatever. Just get rid of them. Why? They got no sort of purpose. Why harbor them? Why have them around? To what? To make you feel bad? For you can suffer? Okay, you put yourself through that. If it happened already, move on. Okay. The only thing you can get from your past is the experience and hopefully a lesson learned in life. I use all my past experience for that one purpose. Lesson learned. Not to do that again. Okay, no, that didn't know. We didn't do that again. That didn't work. No, we won't do that again. Okay, that's what past for me. I use my memory for that purpose. Every time you walk down memory lane, you're putting yourself in what? Suffer mode. To suffer all over again. If it hurted then, when you go back down, it's going to hurt again. It's going to hurt now. But if you wipe that out the memory bank, you can't worry about that. Why? It ain't there to hurt you. It's not there. You wiped it out. You got rid of it. You don't need to carry that around. Why? Simple. Like picking up hot coal, throwing at somebody. Like you're going to hurt them. Think about it. My memory serves me like my ego when I want to use it for life lessons learned to better myself with. I don't go down memory lane to relive good or bad memories. That's a waste of my damn time. And it's yours too, but some people indulge in that and they pretty much like to do that. Not my thing. Okay. You suffer from your imagination a lot more than you did your memory. Why? Because your future is not real. You foreseeing something that have yet to happen. That's even worse than trying to stop or change the past. You can aspire, you can want, you can dream, you can all that, but the future, like I said, K Sarah Sarah, the future is not ours to see. You have to live it, make it happen. So if you worry about what might or could happen tomorrow, next week, next year, you suffer from something that you create your own self. Fear, false evidence appearing real. When you put yourself in mode of fear and anxiety because you think that's just a waste of your time. Don't do that to yourself. You're suffering. That's again fetters that you cause on yourself. When you practice or learn to practice daily preparation for your future, that way you can walk into it. It ain't a surprise. When you're successful, it ain't because it just happened. You ain't surprised. Why? You know the work you put into be successful. Those who don't know that. But you, the one who's doing it, you know the work that you put in to get to be successful. So you can appreciate it. It don't just wake up all of a sudden you're successful. Oh man, you success it. Yeah, nope. Put the work in. All right. And if you plan on being successful, don't forget to put the work in. Future planning is fine, but don't forget to put the work in. Imagination can see everything, but don't forget to put the work in. See where I'm going with this? Okay. Now, where we at? I used to suffer, okay, like everybody else, from what? My dreams of grandeur, of my future, of being better, and the things that never came true. We want a lot of things in life, and we dream, inspire, but a lot of them don't come true. But so we suffer, feel disappointed, feel let down, feel like I failed. Okay, Those are all pity parties. Okay, those are self-inflicted concepts that if you don't do that, it won't happen. Now I practice daily for my future, preparing for greatness, I call it, by living right. Now my dreams somehow seem to start to come true. Some that was thought to starting to become possible. That's a good thing. We suffer what we see as in our life failures in our life, but not putting in the work, you're guaranteed to fail. Not putting the work is guaranteed way to fail your future. If your future don't have the work put in, it ain't gonna happen. Okay, understand that. When you master your memory, meaning you put the past in perspective, and you don't live in that, you live in the present, that's when you receive your gifts. Why? You ain't caught back there. You ain't caught looking up there. You focus on the now and you can appreciate the moment. That's God's gift. Think about it. And when you actually experience it, the light will go up. And just bask and enjoying it. You ain't got to, I'm having a moment. Call somebody to share it with you. I know the thing, I got caught up in that too. Now I've learned, be personal with your blessings. I'm just saying, just a word of advice. If you're being blessed on the regular, keep it to yourself. Okay? Everybody ain't gonna understand. And everybody ain't gonna appreciate it. Everybody ain't gonna be happy for you. Trust me. Alright? They're yours for a purpose. It's personal. Keep it that way. And keep them coming. That's the key. Alright, where you at? When you use the message, okay. I use my past to direct the future so we can work together. And when you got your past, set the tone for the future, that's how you manifest. It's called putting in the work. Putting in the work is manifesting two combinations. But all the wrong things that I used to do, I no longer do. Why? I choose to do the right thing. I choose to do what I know to be right. Knowing right from wrong, that's a good thing. But how you going to implement the right or the wrong? Your choice. Remember, wrong will get karma. Right? Blessings. See where we're going with this? All right. So self-mastery is using your memory to lead what you do not do again. Let you know what not to do again. Okay, that memory. Oh no, we don't do that. Well, we did that. Didn't work. No, don't do that again. The way to end one's own suffering. You can do this by how? From your past is to live in what? The present. If you still carry around memories of what used to be, what could have been, or what might, you living in the past. If you walk around with ambitions of doing and being and hoping and working, you living in the future. Neither one of them can serve you. Live in the present. That's God's gift. Knowing you can't change your past is moving on, and try not to repeat it is learning. You learn fire is hot by what? Touching it. We was told it was hot, but you really learn when you, now you know. Now your fear of healthy fear of fire is because what? You know it burns. But you was told that. Experience is always going to be the best teacher. Sometimes you may not want to have the experience, but it's always going to be the better teacher. You learn real fast that way. They call it the hard way, the hard, old-fashioned way. Okay? Trial and error. You see what happens. They see what sticks, so to speak. All right. But when you master your imagination, meaning you put your future in perspective, and you don't live in the future, and you ain't living what they call dream world, a fantasy world, la-la world, you learn to live what? In the present. Again, God's gift. All right, taking it home, wrapping it up. Oh, okay, this is quick. I like these. When you master your imagination, that means you live in the present. I use my imagination, okay, for a more noble and glorious purpose, and to drive me to be my best self. That's what I use my imagination. Me imagine me being my best self. Me imagine how I could be by practicing being my best self is what I do for myself. My imagination, again, drives me to what? Do what I do for you. When? Every day. Hold on. Excuse me. My imagination is what drives me. That's what pushes and propels me to do what I do for you. Now, in my mind, I imagine my views going up daily. So I create content to help that along the way, putting in the work. Again, doing what I need to do to make that happen. If I didn't create the content, how they gonna get better? How they gonna go up? So I'm on my grind, right thinking. You get in yours, get on yours, and put the views in. All right, all right. Now I'm also imagining. Now this is might stretch. I want a million followers. I want a million views, a million subscribers, whatever, however. But yeah, that's a number. That's a lofty number. Okay, well, you gonna think big. I know my man said, how much they want for one? I think they went back to like 450. How much they want for five? Four. How much they want for 10? So he know the more he buy, the lower the price he get. He was a funny guy. that's old juice style, okay? Hell, if I pay that for that, how much you charge me if I double it? How much you charge me if I triple it? So yeah, that was his motto. All right. So we used to get the best for less because he was negotiating. That was his thing. My mind was get how many we can get. For the price is right, I can make money. That's all I care about. Moving on. That's the mindset of a hustler. All right. And an ambitious one. Wrap it up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. When you master your memory and your imagination, you know what happens? No more suffering for you. You play the mind game and you put your mind on in check by what? Controlling the memory and your imagination, putting them in check where you can enjoy the moment, have the present, and do the things you need to do for yourself. That's self-mastery, and that's how you end suffering. Hope I made it work. I hope so. It came out. I got to check this out when I get done. I had to go look at this and see that I made my point. My goal was to get you to realize once you master your mind from the beginning, from memory to imagination, that's self-mastery in a nutshell. I just had to break it down a little simpler. I hope you got the message. In closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who figured out once they master their imagination and their memory, that self-mastery have passed away. That's what it's all about. You end the suffering by being your best self. Knowing that self stops the suffering. Be right back.